Hey guys, I got some really good news. We got kind of an echo here in this building. I'm checking on a friend of mine's place, just making sure everything's okay here. One of the subscribers, a friend of mine, also, he just got this apartment here. Kind of hot over here, as you can tell, my face is all red. But anyway, what's going on is the Land Transportation Office, who issues licenses, has just stated that if you can keep your record clear on your license for 5 years, they will give you a 10-year driver's license. Now this is substantial for the Philippines because that's unusual, because usually they like to make money off their licenses. But that's pretty cool that they're gonna do that for people that have a really outstanding driver's record. And over here it's kind of hard to keep that because it seems like every so often you go around a corner or something like that, and what happens is there's a cop there, he's waiting for you, and he catches you speeding 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, or 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, or you're parking in the wrong place, or whatever. But anyway, they'll usually get you somehow. But anyway, guys, I just want to put that out there. If you come over here, get your license, because it's great to have that license. Use it also as an ID over here. In the Philippines, if there's one thing I can tell you, is get all the IDs you can get, because at some point they're going to ask them for you. Sometimes they might take your license away and you still have other IDs. So get the Philippines national ID too. If you have a SRRV, you're entitled to get that. You're entitled to get the Philippines national ID card, okay? If you're here on a tourist visa, you're not entitled to get that. So it's worth it to get these documents. And the Philippine driver's license, you know, if you can get that and keep your record clear for 5 years, that's great, because then you got a 10-year ID here, which is awesome. Also, guys, consider this, okay? If you come into this country, most of the time, for most of us anyway, we don't drive, but we do get the driver's license. If we ever want to drive, we're able to drive if we want to. I don't recommend driving in places that are really congested, such as around Manila or places like that. It's just dangerous. It's drivable. I mean, I could drive it. I'm used to driving in the city. I just said, no more for me. Because when I got over here and I saw the way people drive, I said, this isn't happening for me. I'm not going to take that risk. But anyway, guys, I just want to throw that out there about that. And like I said, if you guys are coming over here on the SRRV, make sure you get the Philippine national ID. You'll also have your SRRV card, okay? Your ID card from the PRA, okay? So you'll have that, you'll have your visa card. That's a good thing to have too. Plus you'll have your passport, and if you listen to what I've said before, you also get your passport, the passport card. Okay, when you get the passport card, even though that's only good for like getting into Mexico and Canada, and if you go on a cruise to the Caribbean, even though it's only good for really that, it's also good as an ID to get into the embassies. It's also good, if somebody asks you for a hardcore ID, that's considered like a hardcore ID. Okay, it's really nice to have that. So if you don't have a driver's license or something, you use that. It's phenomenal. It's really good. So I just want to kind of impress that upon you guys. You know, get as many IDs as you can get over here. You'll always use them. Don't worry. You'll use them. Trust me. You know, at some point or another, you're always pulling out IDs. Also, you get if you're a veteran over here, you get your veteran's ID. Whatever you have, bring it with you. You know, because if you're going to be living over here, you're going to be using it. And guys, bring any documents that you think you need apostilled that you're going to be using over here. If you're going to be planning on getting married or anything, get all your documents apostilled. You know, birth certificates, things like that. Get them all apostilled. Get them done right. That way they're verified for when you come over here. You just bring them into your state. You get them apostilled, they apostle them for you. Some of you guys are saying, okay, what's an apostle, Steve? An apostle is like a high-end kind of notary, but it's used worldwide. It's not a regular notary, and you get it done by your state in the capital. And you can look it up online too. I also have an apostle video that I kind of explain it a little bit. I can't go through all 50 states. You got to kind of look up how to do apostles, like in the state of Massachusetts or the state of Maine or the state of Oregon. And you go online, you find it, and it tells you where to go. Now, for federal documents, I've stated before, you have to go to the State Department. I kind of want to put this stuff out there because it's important, guys, for you guys that are coming over here, because sometimes you're going to need some of these things like birth certificates and stuff. You may need them to get an ID, or you may need them to get a document done over here, or something done like a marriage certificate or what have you. God knows what you're going to need when you get over here, because when you're living over here permanent, you need all those documents, and you need them documented properly and apostilled. Okay, guys? Anyway, guys, I just want to throw that out there because a lot of you guys get confused about things about the apostles. I highly recommend you watch my video on apostles. It's a ways back, but I just explained it kind of properly. Like, it's kind of like a high-end notary, okay? And it's used for getting visas and documents like that. Also, some countries just ask for it if you're from another country. They say they want all the documents apostilled. Okay, guys? God bless. Take care. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog.